top three things in my notebook this morning. Number one, Asia on the equity side. Number two, silver. And number three, the 10-year bond yield here in the U.S. So first of all, Happy New Year to the Asian stock market. You see some Asian markets just get crushed to start the year. Thailand actually closed down 5.2% on the session. How do you feel about that? I mean, India down 1.3%. The Kospi, interestingly, in South Korea, not only down 2.2% on the session, but below the Hedgeye trend line of 1990 on the Kospi. So something to watch there is inflation expectations are not very good things for Asian equity markets, particularly the growth side of it. So just looking at that combined with an up dollar this morning is not what those emerging Asian markets like. Point number two is silver, which absolutely collapsed last year, of course, crashing prices in gold, silver, platinum, precious metals, et cetera. That all reverses this morning. Silver's leading the charge on the upside, up 3.1% this morning, followed by platinum, which we covered, thankfully, on the pullback last week. Or earlier in the week. That's up 1.6%, and gold's up too. So again, that's a counter-trend move, suffice to say, and it'll be interesting to watch as inflation expectations again continue to rise on a 6-week basis. And then finally, the 10-year bond yield in the U.S. Is making finally a definitive higher high. So a higher closing high on the day before, obviously year-end, and then on year-end, and now we're at 3.03%. So I'd make 2 points on that. Number one, the point that I just made, which is higher highs are bullish, and number two, you're back above the September closing highs where the Fed had to back off on the tapering. So again, the market can really taper the Fed. Don't forget that the Fed can lose control of the bond market. And again, this is just called gravity. With this many outflows coming out of the bond market, with inflows dominating on the equity side, it'll be something very important to watch here in the first month of 2014. So those are your top three things.